Mm-hmm. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you, and welcome. Welcome. It's me, Wingish, named Baby Jackie Quick, your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman. So Christiana Carr, Christy Carr, superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How goes it with you? On Therapy Thursdays when I'm recording this. Yep, birds. It was the last day I did last week, wasn't it? A tearful day. But then we switch it around, we turn it around. I choose not to stay down. I could hide away in my closet and cry because I miss my children. What purpose is that going to serve? Is that going to serve my children? Is it going to help me get my children back? It's going on in the anger and the rage and be like, blah, 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 blah. They did it. Is that going to help? No. We have facts there. Abuse. Victim. Yeah, but I don't choose to identify by that. It's an experience I've had. It's not my identity. So I do not identify as a victim. I self-identify as a First Nations people, as a human being, as part of this earth, connected to all, not separate from any, even though there's some I discern that it's best for them to be over there, I'll be over here, right? To each their own, whatever floats your boat. Okay? All right, love yous. Therapy Thursdays. Let's just dive right in here and do our regular lefty rice overalls. Jump in with the medicine cards. Maybe we'll pull a moon woman card too. We haven't had one of those in a while, huh? So let's do that. Look at that talking stick. Look at that. Viewpoints and options. That's what we're sharing. This is all this is too. What's your viewpoint? What's your option that comes out of this? What is Creator trying to impress upon you through this? We look at everything as a message from Creator. Good, bad, indifference, whatever. We're the ones that label it. We label it. So what are you labeling that in your life? Look at that. That's the action. Going to Spirit and saying, hey, Spirit, some action I can take. This is what you're guiding me to. Woo. Okay, let's call in all of our directions. Let's call it all of our energies from the east, the path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Let's call in all of our energies from the south, calling back the waters, the emotions, the innocence of childhood. That's in the south. Miigwech, the place of innocence. And calling back all of our energies from the west, the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north, the air, the mental, our wisdom years. And we walk a red road, the earth walk, changes. Change gon' come, blowing in the wind of change. The only thing constant is change. That's something you can count on, depend on every single day. New day, the dawning of a new day. Do you want to carry the same old shit into that new day? Or, if you can't change what's happening around you, you can change your mind and how you respond to it instead of reacting. We have a response ability. We have the ability to respond. And a responsibility to not react, but to respond. Was that door opened more? Did it just close a little? Interesting. There's the change. We start in that little cradle board. See the little cradle board down there? We walk that red road, right? And then we get up there, and then we need to drop our robes to go to the other side camp. Kick it a bucket. What's the other terms we use for it, hey? What is at the end? It's just the beginning. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. It's true. So then that's the change. We go through those rites of passage as we go for the cradle board. We learn to walk in the step. These little baby bodies go through these many transformations, but still these babies, that essence is still there. That core of who we are doesn't change. That's permanent. See, that's up to the north. Woo! And then wisdom years. Can we get up and see? Can we laugh at ourselves and thought, oh, I followed in line over here when I was supposed to take my own road over there. Yeah, I went right when I should have went left, but that's okay. We can always turn it around. We're still going in the same direction no matter what. No matter how many ways we get twisted and turned around, we're still all going in that same direction. Look at that. There was a story in, I think it's in The Sacred Path of Jamie Sams, doing that study, and then that trickster, but the coyote, and had her surrounded in her own shit. Her mentor had to go and collect the dung and put it around there. Now, like, how long are you sitting there contemplating shit, right? Let's transmute that shit. We don't need to roll all around in it, smear it all over us. Hey, some like to, right? What did I say? Their fear is not misery. Our fear is that happiness. There's no risk in staying miserable. I love that. I think I shared that post on my Facebook there, but I love that. It's not that we fear the misery. Hey, it doesn't take risk to stay miserable. Well, that's okay. I don't have it because I didn't try for it. If I don't try for it, then everything will just stay the same. We don't want things to change. What do? Kicking and screaming. Again, the leaves don't hang onto that tree. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Right? It's fly, flutter. They have that. Woo, they get to fly as they come down to the ground, and then they become part of that rich soil and nutrients for the new growth. Whoa. So let's see. Everything is needed. Everyone is essential. Let's laugh if you don't think you are. Laugh at yourself. This baby has an important job to do here, even if it's just being you, fully, holy, and true, because the world will miss out on the gift that is you. If you don't do it, who's going to be you? If you ain't, you're the best one for the job to be you. Nobody else can be you. Be you. East to west, blue road of spirit. That's the truth as protection. You are original fingerprint. You, just like everyone else, made in the image and likeness of your creator. Right? Our heavenly father and our earthly mother. They come together in this beautiful blend that is you and me. Eh? And everyone and everything we see and don't see. That's a truth. That's a protection. You're part of the great oneness divine. Cannot be separated from it. There is the impossibility. We can try. We can create the illusion. Others can create that illusion that we're separate from it. But there is no way. How you know? Are you breathing? Is your heart beating? Then you're not separate from it. There's a piece of Mother Earth right here. What animates this is the spirit. Ooh, I don't know. What do you believe? East to west is that blue road of spirit. And then we go into that self-sacrifice. We're making that self sacred, right? To sacrifice is to make sacred. And there's no need, we're sacrificing and lifting up our songs and joys and our prayers. There's no need for the blood, sweat, and tears anymore. The hardest parts are done, right? It is finished. One and done, right? We don't need to continue living on in that, I must suffer, I must suffer, I must suffer. Oh, I'm a worthless human being, I must suffer. Oh, I was born evil, I must suffer. Then what does that get? We create that suffering. Misery loves company, isn't that? So let's sacrifice. Sacrifice that self. Make it sacred. Sacrifice that little self, that ego. Step into that full, whole, beautiful self. Accept that little. Release that little of the burdens. carrying all of that shit and transmute it. Sacrifice. Here we go. I'm going to sacrifice my misery, which I hang on to and love so much. But I'm going to sacrifice that misery and open to receive that joy. Grace and ease. Please. Thank you. Above. Below. 11. And within. Spread them, we're gonna spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them out. Spread them all about. 'Cause it's what it's all about. What is it all about? I don't know what's going on in you. You're the one in there to do your inside jobs. It's an inside job. To change your heart, to change your mind. You can do it, you got time. Look at that. Okay, I'm doing these things. I'm flipping it over. The bounty, bountiful harvest, expression, fertility. So if you don't want to be pregnant, take the cautions of that, because that can say fertility. This is the Empress in the traditional deck. And the relating to the power and the lovers, the ecstasy, beauty, and equilibrium. We bring that balance into ourselves, and then we share that with others. It's not about looking for somebody to complete you. It's complementing energies, right? Two full, whole, balanced human beings coming together to share, right? Giving and being open to receive, not going in and expecting something. So how do you relate to that power in your relationships as well? Right? Do you try to control that power and think that you're in control of channeling this, that I'm healing you? Or do we get out of our own way and I'm just channeling this through? Maybe it's a baby you're wanting to make. Right? Well, how do you relate to that power? Do you sit there and think, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it? Do we cling to that desperate energy? Because you notice, there is people that, have you ever heard those stories? They try to have the babies and they go, oh, they're having such a hard time. They have in vitro and all that kind of stuff. Then they go adopt and they end up pregnant. So let's think about that, whether either way. So if you're not wanting to, make sure you take the cautions. But if you do, if you've been trying and trying and trying, that's where it's when we release and let go. Let go and let God, whatever that is. Put your prayers up and then just let it be. And accept it. Okay, if it doesn't happen in me, there's lots of other ways to become a parent as well, right? So we can change our minds about it too. It's up to us. We get hooked and focused, tunnel vision. We need to open up so that we can see, whoa, there's a whole lot more options out there. Wow. Okay. What is that for you? I don't know. That was a special message coming up there. Special message coming up there. Okay. And then we're just going to section these from the hair there. Feeling nauseous too. I have to have some breakfast. Up. Below and within. There we go. Okay, so we have those ready to go, and let's go. Woo! The overall, and then we'll reflect and take the action. Overall lesson, animal, to share it with us, their medicine. Help us learning this lesson. 1502. Introspection, that's the West Shield. Look at those goals. What are your goals? Are your goals genuinely coming from within, what this baby wanted to be, or what somebody else said, this is what you should do, this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. I know best for you. Don't listen to yourself. Don't listen to your source. Only listen to me. But do you take that time to go introspection, to look at your goals? And can you laugh at yourself when you followed somebody else? That's what they wanted me to be. Oh, my parents were trying to make me mini-me's, mini-thems. But I see I'm my own person. I don't need to follow that. I saw that with my mother. Well, the world didn't need two of my mothers. So I consciously wanted to be a reflection of my mother. I was aware of that. aware when I followed way too much, right down to the depression. I'm like, I don't want to go there. I need to be a light. I need to stay in that light, right? The only reason to look down on somebody is if you're helping, giving them a hand up, right? Because then we need to, they're on the ground. Do we lay down on the ground with them? No. We need to be in our position to help give them that hand up. What is that? What is that saying to you? And they're gathering. We're doing that introspection. Look at inside. Look at the goals we had. Look at the goals that we achieved. Hey, are you doing what you always wanted to do? Is there something you wanted to try too? We're gathering up those strengths, gathering back those energies and those experiences. Looking at our stories. Hey, what is that for you? We're looking at our stories. We're gathering together all parts of ourselves, calling all of our energies back. We do that every time we start here. You can do that anytime for you. You can use smudge, sage, whatever way it is for you to cleanse your energy and then call in those new. We must cleanse out before we bring in the new, right? We must clear out that old foundation before we start building again. So if we keep building on that same rickety foundation, well, it's not going to be solid. You're not going to be secure. So we're gathering all the things we need, all the energies back to us to help us be our fullest, truest, most holiest self, whatever that is for you. Gathering together our soul tribes, you know. Maybe we felt rejected by the family, so we create our own families. Right? Doesn't mean anything wrong with the other one, but some people are happy being miserable. So let the miseries be together with the miseries. Okay? Because that's where we get caught up in it too, right? Well, I can't be happy if they're not happy. How can I do well when they're not doing so well? But we need to see how some people choose that. And then we need to lovingly release others to their own life lessons. You know, somebody's got to play that role anyways, right? So we have the contrast, right? I don't know. How do you look at it? How you look at it yourself, okay? Let's reflect. Do some reflection. Because we're going to introspection. West is shield to the west. West shield. Introspection. Going inside. But not to hide. We're going inside to find our light. And we're never gonna hide. No, not this time. Reflecting on that. Oh, and it's reflections. Introspection going into reflection. Introspection for reflection. Seeing the beautiful part of creation that you are. Yes, you are the likeness and image of your creator. But then there is great smoking mirrors where sometimes that image is not so clear. You throw that pebble in the pond, you need to wait a while for it to settle, to be able to see that clear reflection. Right? And everything out there is a reflection of our mental state, of what's going on inside. It's either a reflection or a projection. We've projected that out, something that we've denied in ourselves or something that we are not looking at. It's being highlighted for us out here. So that's a projection, and we do that subconsciously. So it's good to become aware. Become aware. So much is done through the subconscious. You can bring that. See, that's the dark into the light, right? The subconscious. So we're not being guided, driven. It's not the subconscious making the choices, steering the wheels, right? Don't let the baby drive the bus. The baby does not have the license, right? We have that prayer in abundance, and we see that we already have. We act as if we already have it all, because we do. Everything we need is already inside of us. We take the look. That's how we get those goals. We can pray for that help, because that's the only one that help inside with these inside jobs, right? our natural parents. We all have these parents. None of us are orphans. We all belong to this earth, to this sky, to all this creation. We are all a part of it. We are all reflections of the many ways that Creator can express itself. You feel that? Ignite that passion in you. That dragon was coming up too, right? That fire energy. Who you are. Prayer. It's not going and asking other human beings, hey, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? No. The source, the one who made you, knows you through and through. Even better than you know yourself. That's the only one. Only that knows you better than knows yourself. The one who made you. Not the earth parents. All human beings. Every single one, no exceptions. Natural parents. Heavenly Father. Earthly Mother. Boom, boom, here we are. So let's be grateful for that. Because the more you are grateful, the more you have to be grateful for. So I tell my children, if you're not happy with what you've got, you'll never be happy. You're always looking for more. Always looking for more. Look at what you already have. You are here. You have survived 100% of everything. You are still here. Hands up across that chest. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've got this. Yay. Congratulations. High fives. Woo 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 woo. You beautiful being you are. Thank you for being you. Gosh, this world would miss out without you, her. Thank you. Needs all of our light. Hey, but it can be dark sometimes too. We can't shine full on all the time, right? Light bulbs even blow out. You need to replace those light bulbs. So we need to, take that rest, balance it, walk in the cool night air. Beautiful. What's that action we're taking after these reflections? And we're acting from that place of knowing that we are a reflection. We are created in the image of our Creator, just like everyone and everything else. No exceptions. No exceptions. There we go. Oh, allies and support. That's what we are to each other. But our biggest ally and support is Creator, is the Mother Earth. That's what we cannot survive without. I mean, look at Adam survived for many, many years without any other humans, right? Till God made him a friend. That's a one story. One story. It's like our earth-based spirituality might be a little different because there's different animals around there, but the basis of it is the same. And if you look through all those religions, there is that thread, that common thread through them all. There are different ways of saying the golden rule. Do unto others as you've done to yourself. Love your neighbor. Love your enemies. Right? Your best ally and support is spirit, is yourself. Best ally and support to this baby is that adult you. Have you been an ally and support to that baby, or have you dumped on that baby just like that baby's been dumped on? Huh? Or you spoiled that baby? Whatever you want. Self-indulgence. What is that for you? I don't know. Oh, and who are your biggest allies and support? There. Do you count on the human beings for that? Do you pray? Do you keep a secret to yourself? What is that? That'd be 9 to 10. Look at it. Interesting. It said that Lynx knows the secrets about you. You can go on a journey in your mind's eye, whatever that is, and visit Lynx to discover those secrets about you. See Lynx as an ally and support. They say the Sphinx is kind of like a lynx, right? But the mysteries, the magic of you We're diving in to find out, who am I? Who are you? What are you here for? To live the best, to be the highest version of you that you could possibly be. Right? The highest and best interest of all, because we all belong here, no exceptions. If you're here, you belong here. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Sure, many will try, but it's what you believe. Somebody call you names, you have sticks and stones, whatever. It's what you believe about yourself. So let's take a look at that, gathering back all, and what is somebody projecting on you? Is that really who you are? Is that a projection of who they are? They can't look at that in themselves, so they're going to project that on you. What is that for you? We're all going to go through that. And how are you doing that? If you're feeling you're projected on, whatever, how are you doing that to somebody else? Is the spirit bringing your attention to, I ain't little Mrs. Innocent as much as you think you is. Cause, right, what they just did, you did, this time or that time or whatever, right? Always look at ourselves. Yes, we're all innocent babies here. We're all innocent, yet none of us are innocent. Yet we're all innocent. What is that? That's the truth as protection. We're all babies. We've all gone through being a baby, growing up. We've all had a human journey. Human beings on this planet going in the same direction. Look at those basic, simple truths. We may not be able to agree on the religions and creation stories, but we can. Hey, we are on Earth, rotating around the sun. It's round. Wait, some will disagree with that. There's still some that think it's flat. I don't know. But either way, why can't the flat Earth people go sit together? It's when we try to push it on each other. Freewill beings. It's truth. We get to choose for ourselves. And what you choose either makes your life happier or more miserable. What is that? It all comes from your choice. We got no one else to blame when we growed up and we're making choices for our own selves. Okay, we're all grown up and we make choices for ourselves. There ain't nobody to blame. These are the experiences. This is the way it was. Eh? It's the way it was. Yes, we wish it could have been different, but this was the way it was. This is what we needed to refine us, to prepare us for that bigger job of what we are here for, right? That's what we've been dreaming. That's the truth and protection. What we focus on, we bring into being by the energies that we give it, right? Lizard was on that rock, enjoying the sun, and along came Snake. Said, "Can I share your rock?" And the lizard said, "Why, of course." Snake said, "Well, I could have eaten you." And Lizard said, "Well, I just had a dream that you had just had lunch. So I figured I was safe. Your belly was already full." Right? So that's what we look at there. Poop, poop, poop. Excuse me. That's the truth. Whatever we focus on, that's what we're going to manifest into our lives. That's what's going to be, whatever you look at, it grows and expands, right? Seems bigger and bigger and bigger. So do you want to expand that? Do you want to dream up a hungry snake and be swallowed up whole? What are you focusing on? Because you have more power. You are made in the image and likeness of your creator. We can be co-creators, or we can just go, I have no control over my life. What brings you more feelings of empowerment? Because it's empowering. It's not about power over. Empowerment. In power. Introspection. How did we bring about everything in our lives? Again, this baby is not responsible for the abuse done to it, but as adults, we were 100% responsible to heal that. We're going to continue blame, and we see where that gets us. Shame and blame. People respond better to that encouragement. We can go farther and do more when we're encouraged and loved and accepted as we are. To do the shaming and blaming, well, then we just end up hurting people. Sure, it might seem to work for a time, but we always work best and grow best with love. Look at the plants. They've done science experiments, right? Look at the water. Right? The experiments on the waters and speaking bad to the water. And look at what it does. It has an effect. Now, the plant experiment was a long time ago, right? Talking to your plants, showing the plants love. They grow more. They flourish. Others will still grow, but they don't look so good. So we need all of these conditions, that perfect conditions to help the best growth possible. Right? Kids that have a secure attachment to their parents will explore further from their parents. And now is their parents scared, saying, no, you come back here, because now you're scaring me. And then we keep them closer, but that's our own fears. It's not because of the kid. We need to be proud that, wow, look at how far he's exploring. That means he's really secure with me, really trusts me, knows he's safe with me, knows that I love them. Self-sufficient. Don't need mom. Worked myself out of a job. The first one already. Flew the coop. That's it. But he's on his own. He's married. A little family started. Doesn't change that. I'm a granny. Don't matter. Even if I never meet the child, I can still send that energy up, that love. It's still a piece of me too. Me carrying on the beauty in this world, I hope. All I can do is hope. You never know. Lots of manipulation and stuff out there. We just pray, lovingly release others to their own life lessons. And it's hard, even when it's your child, and when you thought you had such a close relationship with them. Those can be severed. There's people out there that will play on any little kind of thing and make it big. But, I also think my children know I love them unconditionally. So, right, you can dog on me and I'm still going to love you. And that's what happened. So, there's the thing. Well, that's because they know that I love them so much that, they have to kiss these other people's asses. They don't have to kiss my ass, right? It's also, the ones that they feel the most secure with will get the most outrageous behaviors. There's much a thing on parental alienation, too, that happens, and they can get professionals on their sides as well. And then the professionals are not so professionals when they actually start to take a side and they're not dealing with the whole family. Now they're just trying to help this one who has either completely made up stuff or expanded on things that are not dangerous or harmful to the child in any way. They've just exaggerated it so much to make it seem like that. That's what they had to do. They went so extreme. Now there is people that put on that good show, so then that was projected onto me. Anyways. If you're in that situation too, keep your cool. If you can find somebody that is trauma informed, because that's the thing, it comes down to the training. The people in these systems aren't trained enough to see these subtle signs. And they say, parental alienation, because the alienated parent is the one staying calm, cool, and collected because, hey, they're winning. And then the parent being alienated is going, what the heck? Because we were used to be so close and now they won't even talk to me. So there you go. There's a key. Anybody working in that? There's a key thing to tell the difference. Somebody's saying the children are being alienated. Right? Okay. Whoops. There we go. Up there at the top. That's the self-reflection. Introspection, self-reflection. That's the high priestess, seeker of the light within. We go inside. That light is inside of us. It's not outside. Everything we need comes from within. And that's how we're able to get it on the outside, to bring it in, to draw it to us. It's not going out, right? Because what you seek, you will find. Right? I'm worthless, and whenever we'll find those relationships that then support that we are not worthy. But we need to gather all parts of ourselves back together, because there's no need to divide. Yeah, we wear different hats, we play different roles, but there's no need to divide ourselves. We can bring our whole selves into everything. Even if we got to wear this hat for now, right? I got to play this character right now. This is not who I am. This is a role I'm playing, right? It's what we identify with as well. What are we identifying with? Self-reflections. Do you identify as a victim? Do you identify as a survivor? So then you're going to keep lining things up I'm a survivor. So are we going to set ourselves up for things to survive? I'm going to live. I want to thrive. I want to be a liver. Wait. But then we even say that. What's a liver do? Right? Liver is that filter. Detoxifying thing. But liver also regenerates itself. It's the only body part that actually regenerates itself. I think we can regenerate everything. Mind over matter, right? Hello, I don't know. Try it for yourself. Experiment. I'm growing back my gallbladder. I probably already grew it back by now. When I talk about the degenerative, this disease, regenerative. Why not, eh? That's what I choose to do. Let's see. See what happens. If I'm seeking that healing, will I find that healing? If I'm seeking that relaxation, will I find that? If I am open to it and open to receive it, if I start believing, even with just a little drop of belief, a little grain, you just need, what is it? A little thing as a mustard seed, little tiny mustard seed. Just one little drop of belief and faith. Or, hey, we'll just see. Hey, maybe you don't have to believe it, but being open. Open to whatever will happen, whatever comes, right? We don't get attached to one way that it looks. Be open. And then we leave ourselves space to be surprised. We leave ourselves open for those miracles to come in, right? So we're reflecting on that and our prayers going up. What have we been praying for? Every thought is a prayer. So have you been aware? Because we think thousands and thousands of thoughts. So do you have control of those? Becoming mindful. Be in control of your mind. Don't let your mind be in control of you. Is that for you? Reflections and prayers. The introspection of what we're seeking. Harvest on the bottom there. It's a brave new herald of thought. We're looking at that. We didn't think we were worth it. We didn't think there was anything that we could possibly share. What can I do? I'm just this little guy. What difference can I make? Well, it begins within. You start shining your light bright like that. Others go, I can do that too. Maybe. Even if they start out as a competitive thing. Hey, I'm not competing. I just want to shine my light. I'm just me. I don't do it for compliments, for anything like that. I do it to add that peace and beauty into the world. To be the beauty, a reflection of the beauty that I see all around me. And in you. And in you too. When I meet people, I want to reflect back to them that beauty I see and admire in them. Surround yourself with those you wish to be like. Right? So maybe that's where we get stuck. There's a brave new herald of thought because, hey, we need to get ourselves out of these circles sometimes because we've got caught up in this gossiping circle. We got caught up because all our friends, this is what we do. Sometimes that brave new herald of thought means a whole clear out. And moving on to different relationships. Maybe placing boundaries in other ones. See if you can change that conversation. And if you can't, sometimes it's lovingly release others to their own life lessons. There's a brave new herald of thought. If you're not going to respect me in my personal space, then you are no longer welcome in it. Right? I don't wish you anything. I wish you love and all of that. But you're not having respect for my boundaries and my personal space, so you're no longer allowed in it. What is that? Changing addictions. So what we need to do as well, we need to catch ourselves when that repeating thought pattern comes up so that we can change it. No, I don't need that drink. Even changing things like that. Oh, I need a smoke. No, I really want a smoke right now. Okay, because it isn't a need. We need air. We need water. We need love. We have that all. It's already there. So even changing that. Think about your wants and your needs. What is it that we truly need? The rest is just wants. It's okay to have wants and desires. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when we turn those wants into needs. When we think we need that cigarette, when we need that drink, when we need to go shopping to escape all of this. When we need to control somebody else's life because, if they could get it together, then I would be fine. No, brave new herald of thought. You are not responsible for anybody else but you. What? Well, unless you have some outside little actual children. But there's a brave new herald of thought. It's nobody else's responsibility for your happiness. Nobody's responsibility. There's nobody out there to complete you. I'm sorry, you're complete and whole on your own. So if we're out there seeking somebody to complete, we're already complete. So let's laugh at ourselves and go, I need my complimenting energies, right? Hello. I need that beautiful reflection of me, my counterpart, whatever that is. Whatever that is for you, that brave new herald of thought. And then we pray, help me with this. Because it's amazing. When we open up to that energies, it will come in and help us. It does not deny us. Ever. Ever. Always there, waiting for us to ask. Because that's what it takes. We need to take that action and ask for that support. Ask for that ally because it's already there as an ally. Expansion of knowledge. That's the apprentice of stones. We see that we're already fully supported by the earth, by all our relations. That we can grow that corn. That our energy has an effect. If we talk to that plant, let's talk to that baby. Help nurture that little one to grow, to come out of our shells. We're all coming out of our caves, and we're all coming out of our caves. That's another Nacko Bear song, and I can't even remember the name. I think it's called Manifesto. Manifesto 2, maybe? Manifesto 1 and Manifesto 2. There's 2 songs called Manifesto. Anyways, that's how we do it. We expand our knowledge. Who do we know of ourselves? Who are you? Who am I? Expanding on who you are. It's not who others told you to be. Connecting with that spirit inside. Going deep to get those secrets that little baby's holding on to. And it's not that baby's job to carry all the shit and the burdens. That baby needs that ally and support of that adult that is you. And Spirit's already there, always with us. We can expand our knowledge of who we are. Get out of those circles too. A brave new herald of thought if we're caught in these same circles. That's why that AA, Narcotics Anonymous, some groups, they keep us in those stories. They don't expand that knowledge from that. Some go just because, hey, they get attention from that, so that misery loves company. So let's sit in the circles and just keep telling our misery stories. When they really help, it's like, okay, we hear your story, we validate your story, but we're not going to live there. Now let's get a brave new thought going on. You've survived it. Look at you here, la 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 la, right? Let's start pointing out to that little how far you've actually come. The dreams that have actually come true. The things you've wanted to do that you did on your own, right? Nobody could take that first step for you. Those things you all have to do by yourself. There can be somebody there holding your hand when you're crossing to the blue side road, but you have to make that journey on your own. We're all making this human journey on our own. We're allies and support to each other. Or are we trying to compete? Instead of being an ally and support, we're being competitors. Going, if I can't have it, you can't have it, and la 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 la. And comparing and, So let's overcome that doubt and fear. It's by taking those actions, having that brave new herald of thought, taking the actions upon that. Those are our top and bottom cards there, right? The sage is a self well expressed. So that's what we need. We take those actions and we start to express ourselves. Right? Look at that. We look at each other. We just express ourselves. Overcome doubt and fear by expressing yourself. The sage is a self well expressed, right? We're coming home to that spiritual family, that journey of love within ourselves. We have that connection. And when we live from that connection, we help others to see that they have that as well. We don't go, oh, I got that connection and you don't. Nah, 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 nah. You know? JC's favorite. Yeah, we're all our creator's favorite. All creator's favorite. Yes, we are. We're all a favorite. We're all special and none of us are special. All special and none of us are special. There we are. Our beauty cards. Let's take a moon card out because there's a little bit of time. It was 46:36 where I just looked there. Look at that. So, brave new heralds of thought. We're overcoming the doubt and fear. Bye. Look at that. Aiming here and then aiming up. The truth is protection. We are all part of this great oneness divine. We're all created in the image and likeness of our creator. Right? Pieces of earth animated by spirit. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that we're all here. Isn't it amazing? There we go. Okay. One moon woman card to help us with this. It's the moon's all that emotional stuff, the waters, right? The babies, the childhood down there, hey? Let's see what moon woman card will come out. There we go. See that leap like that? And then we have, look at that kind. What is that? That's the number 13. Lucky number 13. See that little coyote over there howling at the moon? Or is that the wolf? Ooh. Ooh. I love that one. I love that card. Okay. This is the one that fell out for today. What's that one got to say to us? And number 12. What do we already have a 12 up here on the spread here? Here's the 12. Full moon, second, third. The stage of the full moon is congruent with the woman or mother stage. The lunar menstrual cycle is 28 and a half days long. The stage of the full moon marks its mid-cycle point and is the state of empowered energy. The full moon is on the 14th night, 7 days altogether, including the 3 days prior to its reaching peak fullness and the 3 days afterwards. It's in the full moon's energy that we find the power to create, to actualize, to achieve, and to realize ideas. In the past, the full moon night was the time of the witches. This is the time to use unearthly energies, to pray and acquire results in the world. Full moon ceremonies are feminine empowerment rituals of self-actualization and acknowledgement of women's inner strength. And men, you got that energy too. No matter what part you have. The archetypes is the woman, the mother. The direction is the west. And the animal is the bear. You see there's a bear in there. See that bear on there too? Yep. Element is the water, and the chakra is the heart and the throat. The sage is a self well expressed. Right from that throat chakra. Excuse-moi. 5025 was what I just saw there. So, there we go. What a beautiful spread that is today. Look at that. What is that all is saying to you? You, oh you. What is the secret that are in you? See, there's an owl there pulling back those veils and seeing that truth of who you are. You are part of this beautiful creation. Yes, you are. Every single one of you, no exceptions. You all belong here. How do you know? Because you're here. You're here. You got a job to do? Yes, you do. You're here. Get to work. Work, work, work. Sometimes that work is rest. Sometimes the hardest work we do is that inside. The hardest journey, the hardest roads to travel is inside. So brave new herald of thought. I'm going to look within before I blame anybody on the outside. I'm going to look within and check with Creator. What am I to learn from this? What's the love and the lessons here for me to help me grow? It's not what we go through, it's what we grow through. Are you just going through the motions? Are you growing through your emotions? Energy in motion. Do you let them flow? Do you let them flow? Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do, because this world needs you to be you, fully, wholly, and true, or else the world misses out on this gift that is you. So keep it shining, and I will too. Okay, let's do it together. Let's all shine together. Let's shine, shine, shine. And we're going to shine, 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 shine. And we're going to dim our lights sometimes, because we need to recharge, recuperate. And then we shine it all bright again. Love you. Wonderful, blessed day. Thank you.